Today I'm going to do an overview of PCFGo and focus more on the marketing side of things. Data, direct mail, phone dial. You can use this for email, etc. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Before we get into this, if you're in the mortgage industry, we're at a very pivotal time right now. The market's turning a bit. We saw the 10-year reach its peak. We thought we had a little bit of a break, but then things rose back up for about 60 days. And over the past month, today is July 12th, 2024. Over the past month, we've seen a bit of improvement, but we've recently seen some changes in the market where the Feds are talking about a potential rate drop in September. Aside from that, though, you're starting to see the 10-year Treasury bond fall, which is indicative of the economy slowing a little bit, which is positive for folks that are looking to help people get lower interest rates. Maybe you have buyers that are on the fence that didn't want to proceed because they couldn't afford it, didn't think they could afford it, so on and so forth. But more than ever, you've got to have a plan for this market. You've got to understand data and how to get into people's inbox, whether it's their mail at home, their snail mail, their email, whether you're posting Google ads, whether you're doing cold calls. Whichever way, you've got to have a strategy and it's got to be fluid. And that means from the data purchase all the way to how you follow up with that consumer after you fund the loan. How are you asking referrals? And through proper setup of CRM, knowing how to order data, knowing how to manage a sales campaign behind the data that you order. So your marketing and your sales have to be in line, and knowing what messaging needs to go out there, and then how to structure loan products. So it's a bit of an art combined with science. And so what we've done is compile all of this. And I'm going to show you how myself, an experienced marketer who's managed, $15 to $20 million a year marketing budgets for many, many years, can go in and go to our PCFGo platform and start ordering data, and as if you were one of our entrepreneurial employees, entrepreneur 100% on your own. Whether you want to do this outside of Prime Choice, we have opportunities for that as well. We can talk more about it. But without further ado, let me get into it. So PCFGo, this is our business in a box, we say. We have mortgage, solar, debt resolution services, and our real estate section being added into here. From with here, we got a bunch of different tools: scripting, objection rebuttals, loan products, our loan operating software, how to price loans, our CRM for dialing, our CRM for lead management, toolkits for loan officers, training documents, approved lenders. I mean, this thing goes on and on. It's built out with tons of different stuff. What I want to get into today is our marketing center, and we're going to start with our data center. From within PCFGo, you can go ahead and order data. We've got tons of different databases that we can pull from. For today, we're going to focus on property owners. If you're looking to launch a specific campaign, whether it's direct mail, whether it's a phone campaign, whether it's a combo, you can start off choosing here. So what we'll do, we're going to go ahead and order a landline or a cell phone test, and we're going to focus on folks that we think can benefit from either a cash out refinance, or maybe they've closed recently with a higher rate. A lot of people, when they buy a house, they choose a higher rate, offset closing costs, and cash to close. So let's get into this. You can see our list, and over here you're going to see the criteria. So we'll get into this a little bit further. So let's start with just states. We'll say we're going to start with Arizona, California, and Colorado. We'll apply that. These are people that we're going to find properties in California, Arizona, and Colorado. And let's say that we want to target folks that have closed a loan between $275,000 and we'll say $650,000. And we're going to target folks that have closed about 6 months back and greater. We'll go January 2 to January 24. We'll go July 2023, maybe even further back. Let's go back to May, and we'll go all the way up to 12/31/2023. We're going to apply that. We'll go after folks that had an FHA or a VA loan. We could target rate, but I think we have a limited audience, so let's not do that today. We can get in all this, bathrooms, bedrooms, I don't care about that, but I do care about property LTV. I want to go after folks from 0 to 105. Why? If rates fall, you want to be able to help streamline or earl these people, but if they have equity, you can flip to cash out, so you can have anybody there. May seem counterintuitive, but we can go up to 105. A lot of people, when they record their loans, the LTV's off a little bit. With a streamline or an earl, you don't care about that. We'll go ahead and apply that. We're going to go after folks that are owner occupied. And this should be good. All right, so let's dig into this section a little bit. So let's review our parameters, the criteria that we're selecting. So you see, we're going to run this over here, and we're going after folks with cell phones applied only. We're going to use this for a call campaign. We can also send it for direct mail, which we can help you with that. Do you have any clients that you don't want to mail? We can upload the suppression list here, so we don't count them in the new list. Let's go ahead and run our count. It's going to take a minute here. All right. So you have 6,797 people that meet your criteria in those states where cell phones are available. Now, there's no way to suppress without some of these may be on the DNC. So you got to figure about half of that. Unfortunately, you pay for those on the DNC and not, but it's a cheap price. That's okay. So what you can do is order that data, and you got a few different ways that you can go and use it. We've got a dialer, and you can load your data into the dialer right here. And this would be your center where you can load that list, and you can name your campaign. We can build it for you. We can set you up with your own. For instance, we have solar campaigns, loan officer world, realtor world. We've got a few different accounts. We've got another system we can look at with tons of different campaigns in it. And from here, you can dial, and then you connect it over your lead system. And then when you get someone on the phone, you push that lead in, and they'll come into here in your lead. And then you can get that into your loan operating system here, where you can go with the app and start apping the borrower and proceed from there. You get into product and pricing. You can go directly to one of the lender's sites, or you can go into Loan Sifter and go ahead and price it out over here. Let's check out pricing today. We're going to wait for our code. While that's pulling up, I want to show you something else that we have over here. You can price with your lenders directly. You don't need to go there, but let's say you run into an interesting situation. You need help. You don't know how to handle the loan. You can email us to our scenario desk, put your scenario in here. It goes to all of your account executives, and they'll reply to you with the ability to get this deal done or not. Okay. See if our login is back yet for Loan Sifter. Let's see here. We haven't received our pricing yet. We've got our verification code. And from here, you can go price your loan. Let's say you're going to do a new VA. You got to borrow with a 700 FICO. We're going to do an EARL. You can go with a 650 loan out. Let's say the LTV is 101. Let's say it's exempt from the funding fee. We'll use 90210 as the address. You can search by rate. Let's say we want to go with the 6. So we want to go with the 5.875. It's not letting me do 101 on the LTV. Just having my coffee here. There we go, folks. Sorry about that. All right, so let's go ahead and price this up. And here you can see the different pricing that's available. So 5.875 today would be a bit of a cost. And that's with us not charging the borrower. We're earning our compensation. You want to get that rate lower? You can always look at flipping it to borrower paid. Say we want to go with 5.5. Who's got the best pricing at 5.5 today? Right here. Okay, you can modify that search. Then you can go and sell your deal. You get it worked up in the system here. You export from lead mailbox. Go ahead and get your deal over to processing. And to our pre-submission team, where we'll actually have an underwriting review done for you before you ever get it to the lender. So we have a cool system put into place. Let's go through a couple of things, really. What we're going to dig into now is direct mail. So you can also get emails from us as well. We've got a bunch of different emails built in. Let's say you want to go with some reverse mortgage emails. We've got a bunch of different emails built in, realtors, so on and so forth. Let's dig into direct mail. Direct mail is one of the highest converting ways of leads that there are. You've got to be really professional at it. If you want to do great, it's expensive. First, you got to pay for the mail, the printing of the letter. You got to pay for the postage and all of the processing. But we have your back on all of that. We get really good pricing, corporate pricing, if you go through Prime Choice Funding, PCFGo. So I showed you the data center where you can order your data. You can take that job and then go ahead and upload it here into our job. You upload your data, and we have an amazing library of direct mail templates. So if you want to go with FHA specific, we've got a ton of different FHA. You want to go with VA specific, we got VA, tons of different stuff. Home equity, home purchase. We got stuff if you want to buy credit data. We have all of this. Now, it's kind of cool. We've actually done research on companies, how many loans did they fund? What direct mail piece are they using? So I can come in and monitor a company. For instance, let's say you want to look at what a particular company's doing and figure out, hey, do I want to take a risk on that? What is Veterans United doing, right? What letters are they sending? Okay, great. And let's look at this even further. It looks like they sent this in April. They sent 726,000 letters, cost them about 294 grand, right? So as an individual mailer, maybe you want to mail 20,000 pieces over a month. And so that'll cost you, 12 grand. Or maybe you want to do that over 3 months. We can look at that. But we do research to make sure companies are doing loans and what type of loans. So let's take, for instance, NMLS. Let's look up at Veterans United. $1907. So let's do some research on Veterans United. Let's look at what they funded in June. July is too soon, too recent. It's July 12th today. Not everything has seasoned. Let's look at their 1907. And so from here, this is going to tell us how many loans did they fund in June. We know what marketing they're using for direct mail. We're going to check out their digital shortly. But we're going to look at and see, hey, they're sending these VA letters. How many loans did they do? Is it worth that? Now, this isn't exact, but this is a way that you can use a calculated approach. Because again, if you're sending direct mail, you want to make sure you're doing your research. I do that stuff all day long with my team. So Veterans United, they closed $1.2 billion in loans, and that was in June. Let's look at that. You can break this down by loan officer production, loan company production. Let's look at loan company production. So this will give a breakdown of the type of loan, transaction type, and all of the different data that you can use. What type of loan was it? Was it reverse? So on and so forth. Really good data, but they're not just doing direct mail. They're also using some digital. They have organic keywords. So they've done a great job with their 45,000 paid keywords. What are their top keywords? We know it here. If you want to do a Google ad campaign, we can help you with that. Some of their top buys, and then we have digital ads that we have available on PCFGo, social media library, and we have a team that will build out specific campaigns for you. So this is a pretty cool way for you to find your client, reach out to the client through phone or direct mail, whatever your budget is, and provide extra value. But you can also make money on solar. We have a team that can help you with that. So if you're talking to a homeowner lead and you're not talking about solar, you're missing out. So every mortgage lead is a solar lead in most cases because it's a home. In most cases, the solar is going to help them eliminate or reduce their monthly electric bill. And so you don't have to be an expert on solar, but we do have the tools built in for you here. Training, how to sell it. We take care of that, presentations. And so, you can double your income off the same lead, essentially. You've got pricing. You've got everything built in right here. It's a business in a box. If you're an originator, if you're a company, if you want to partner up with someone that really understands marketing from a sales perspective, I've had so many top producers from Scotsman's Guide. I was the number 2 VA originator in the country in 2016. I was ranked up in 2017, and I quit directly originating myself and built my company. I went into a wholesale company, and then I and retail and consumer direct, and did really well. And when things started changing in the market, I took a little chill pill. We're getting back in, and I see so much opportunity. And we know data, we know strategy, we know competitors, we know how to sell. And so we put all of those tools together for you. And so I would encourage you to have a conversation with us and see how we can help use our platform, our strategies, and team up and really not just kind of exist in this next market, really take your business to the next level. I've helped originators fund literally over 60 loans a month themselves, not with their team, with themselves. And it's all about processes and efficiencies and support and all of that stuff. So we'd love to help you guys. PCFGo, business in a box, is something that we've been building out, putting together, and we're just going to keep enhancing it. So I'd love to chat with you guys, one-on-one conversation. Click on the link, check out the body of the content that we have. We have some subscribe now or meet now links available for you. Give us a call, however you want to reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. PCFGo, business in a box. Let's do this. Have a great day.